sign. Today we have a reading for you about somebody that is struggling to sit with how they treated you in the past, feeling like they need to come back around and apologize for ghosting you. So they know that they should have handled the situation differently. They feel like they should have been more honest with you. And quite frankly, I feel like they miss you. So they're going to apologize and they hope that enough time has passed and that maybe you will give them another chance or at the very least forgive them. So let's call in spirit with a little bit of wind chime time. And I hope you're having a wonderful day so far. If you're interested in a personal reading, I would love to do one for you. My email address is wickedwandstarot@gmail.com. You can find that in the description box, along with more information on how to become a member, as well as how to find my t shirt from the other day that said Carmen believes in me, and the Etsy shop with my homemade soy candles in case you are interested in one. Thank you to those that have checked it out. Appreciate you. And hello, Carrie. How are you doing? First like goes to Carrie. I hope you're having a good one. Let's start off with Under the Oak and see what else we get for you. What else do we have? Glad to hear it. Ace of Swords, Seven of Pentacles, and the Knight of Swords. So we have someone who's like looking your direction, maybe trying to find out what's going on with you on social media, but they want to know if they can tell you the truth. Their goal is to clarify what happened. But with the Knight of Swords, I do think that they realize there's a chance that you might just slam the door in their face or you may not be interested in hearing from them at all. The question is, are they going to be like fully honest or are they just trying to like make themselves look better? So what are their intentions? We have the Ten of Swords, another Six of Cups in the reverse, and the Knight of Cups. Yeah, this is somebody who wants to know if after they betrayed you and ghosted you and didn't tell you what was going on, if there's any chance that they can get another opportunity with you. This Knight of Cups is they still feel romantic feelings towards you. They still daydream about a life with you. And they're worried, like, they want to know, have I completely ruined my chances? Or, like, maybe do you still think about me too? Nine of Wands and the Ten of Pentacles. Based on this, I feel like it might not be an easy return. I do think with that Nine of Wands, you're over here like, I'm sorry, you think I want to talk to you? It's a tall mountain to climb for this person who ghosted you to be able to come back around. Like, they would have to have a really solid apology for you to be like, oh, sure, just like come right back over. Wait, no, we don't want that one. We want the Black Tarot. That's what we want. I feel like rightfully so. You are looking at this situation as, man, I feel like I deserve better than what that person, did, but whatever. I'm moving on. Hello, Caitlin. How are you doing? Oh, I'm sorry you feel that way, Walter. It does kind of feel like you're being a little selective in terms of which verses you are paying attention to, such as Judge Not Yet You Be Judged. I'm going to give you a little baby timeout, and perhaps we can find a way to, understand each other, find some common ground. But until then, I'm just going to put you in a little bit of a timeout. I think it's really smart to look for people's intentions, Walter. And if you were to watch my channel for a little bit, I think you might be able to pick up that what I'm doing is genuine and my goal is to help people. So maybe with that knowledge, you might be able to look at things a little bit clearer. Hello, cool bros. How you doing? I hope you're having a good one. Thank you for subscribing. Hello, Christina. How are you doing? Welcome back. Hello, Carlos. Oh, it looks like you're having a rough one too. That's okay. I hope you find a better channel. Hello, Olu. How are you doing? I do personal questions after the general reading. If you would like to be added to that list, you can include your question in a super chat, and that would be in about 30 minutes. Hello, Bree. How you doing? Thanks for being patient with us while we figured out you weren't a bot, by the way, Bree. I appreciate that. Well, that sounds good, Caitlin. Thank you for clarifying, Olua. You make me laugh, Lemonade. How are we doing? So we've got the Wheel of Fortune, Judgment, and the Lovers in the reverse. Well, there ain't nobody like you. That's why this person's coming back around. That's why they're spinning the block. Look, I'm going to be real honest, even though it's a little bit personal. For many of you, this person is spinning the block because they really miss the intimate time with you. Now, look, you might be phenomenal in bed, but that should not be the main reason that somebody is coming back around to apologize to you, right? You have more to offer than that. This is somebody who has had some sort of change in their life, and it could be a breakup, it could be a change in their address, but this is somebody who feels like they need to find a way to get back into your life, and they want to kind of dress up their apology a little bit. They feel like they should have chosen you. Same here, Christina. Yeah. I'm a bot. Beep boop. We've got Two of Swords in the reverse. The Five of Spears or Five of Pentacles in the reverse, which we had at the very beginning as well. Five of Pentacles in the reverse, which is often about somebody who's coming back around. This person who's coming back around wants to make sure that you see them as having healed. Okay, but like, have they really though? No. I mean, I should have been able to ascertain that one, considering that coming back around because of that ascertaining. Yeah. This is somebody who is thirsty. They're thirsty. And I feel like they have tried to enjoy themselves, physical intimacy wise, with others, and they compare these people to you. Now, don't get a big head or anything, okay? But this is definitely about I miss you, and most importantly, I miss the naughty time. Bad title, bad ex. Hello, Ruben. How you doing? You know what? They might have, Bree. It's Kimmy. I hope you're having a good day. Hello, Dee. I hope you're having a good one as well. If you would like me to pull some cards for you as far as like a personal reading, you can put your question into a super chat and I will add it to the list. I do those at about 35 minutes in, and we are almost at 10 minutes in. So we've got the 10 of Cups, the King of Cups, and the Ace of Cups. Oh my. This is like full court press. I'm gonna do everything that I can. I gotta convince you that I'm the right person for you. This is love bombing, okay? This is like anything that I could possibly say. I'm gonna say it with like, some real big fancy words. I might bring some gifts along, might take you out to a real fancy dinner. Shoot, maybe we need to go on like a boat cruise. They're gonna have a lot of like bells and whistles on this apology. There's a little bit of desperate energy here, but we'll see. I don't think that they have healed, but I think they might have a little bit of insight into therapy speak, or they might be thinking back on what it was that you said to them last and trying to kind of like regurgitate that back to you. So it's like, see, I've learned. What's up? I'm better now. But Knight of Wands in the reverse, Seven of Cups in the reverse. I think most of you are going to be able to pick up on the fact that this person is thirsty. They really miss the intimate time with you. I'm glad to hear that, Ruben. Yes, exactly, Christina. What else do we have? Six of Wands, Seven of Swords. Yeah. I want to make up some lovely little story about how I've overcome the issues that made it difficult for us to be in a healthy relationship before. But I'm not going to be honest with you about what my real intentions are. And I'm not going to be honest with you about what I've been working on. And this is a person who feels like they can manipulate you. And manipulate you is what they're going to try to do. They want to convince you that they're going to treat you differently, or look at all these things that I've learned about you or myself. And so therefore, like, it'll be better. This is the Green Witch Oracle. Hello, Subu. How are you doing? This is a general reading, and I don't really do astrological sign readings. But if you would like a personal reading, you can put your question in a super chat. So we have So. Let's do so regrets, right? Is that how I say this? Why am I second guessing myself now? Rhymes with cow? Is it sow? Planning, setting intentions, optimism. See, this is somebody who's real hopeful that if they have a very clear strategy, they can be successful. They feel like they can manipulate you. They feel like if they have everything planned out, figured out, if they have little note cards with fancy words on them, that they'll be able to get a second chance with you. Soil, stability, and simplicity. They feel like there is something about a connection with you that gets them what they want. But they also seem to know that they don't have what you want. So they do feel like they have to be a little bit dishonest with you and lie about where they are in their healing journey in order to get this other chance. But you have been working on your own peace and growth. So I feel like they might be underestimating your powers of perception. Feel like they might be overestimating whether or not they could successfully manipulate you. So we could have somebody that has a little bit of an ego issue. Somebody who feels like they're smarter than you and maybe they're not. Hello, Rogue. How are you doing? Thank you for the star. Hello, Electrica. How are you doing? This is the Cat's Eye Tarot. Page of Cups. I'm so sorry. I know I was a big turd muffin. I know you deserve better. And gosh, I really just missed that Netflix and chill. So, I'm going to come back around and I'm going to tell you I learned my lesson because I really would like another chance. Oh, please, won't you forgive me? What's that song? Won't you forgive me, Bill Bailey? Is that what it is? Do they have puppy eyes? Are they going to be able to figure that one out? Like, oh, please, will you take me back? I do think this is somebody who has a little bit of a reputation in your mind for not apologizing. So I think there is this expectation that, hey, you know, because I didn't really apologize for many things in the past, I kind of tried to shuffle it off onto other people. Coming through and speaking to you with an apologetic tone and owning what I did wrong, of course you're going to take me back. How could you not? It's true. To Minecraft and chill. Hello, Rachel. How are we doing? What else do we have? Eight of Swords and the Ace of Cups with the Lovers. See, this is somebody who's a bit of a beta. Carmen, that's so mean. What are you talking about? I mean, you could take it how you want. Maybe they want to be an alpha, they're not. I don't know. But I'm actually going with they should be in a bowl by themselves. Look, you can't put 2 beta fish in a tank and have 2 beta fish the next day, okay? They're called fighting fish for a reason. Whoever you're dealing with, this person has a temper. This person probably blamed you for all of the past arguments or even started an argument and you were like, really? Why are we fighting over this? I feel like you could just feel your way and I feel my way. We don't have to agree on what the best tasting vegetable is. We don't have to have the same opinion on which paint color brings out the wood tone the best. You have your opinion, I have mine, whatever. This is an argumentative person. Look at on the Eight of Swords, we got somebody baring their teeth over here. I know these are supposed to be cats, but this looks kind of like a dog. That's a cat tail though, but look at that snarling face, like. This is somebody who is going to make an apology, but their actual intention is to pounce. I want to come forward with this loving energy and apologetic energy, but really, I'm an argumentative jerk. I don't take responsibility for my actions, but oh, by the way, could we just like get freaky for a little bit? Be so for real right now, but like way over there. Nope, further. I can still see you and smell you. No, do not let this person back, please. Hello, ADHD. What's up? Oh, I hope you can move through that with a little bit better understanding and some progress. Betas, do you love to? Look, I used to have one, actually. Actually, I think twice in my life I had one. Once when I was a kid, too. But it's been a while. He was real pretty. Hello, Neon. How are you doing? Hello, Pineapple Guy. What's happening? Let me add that for you, ADHD. Okay, and whether this is it or not. Let me get the last thing that you said. Insight on who we are and where we are going. Awesome. I've added that for you. Thank you. And we're at just under 20 minutes, so it should be about 15 minutes ADHD. Hello, Mr. What's up? Hello, Fly Knife. Oh, yeah. Just a little heads up. I really hate that. I don't like being called that. It's probably my least favorite thing, actually. So please don't say that. My name is Carmen. You may call me that. Hello, Jen. How are you doing? I would name it Wanda. It's totally fair. What else do we have? The High Priestess. See, you're gonna be just fine. You can tell what this person's up to. See how this Two of Swords has two cats that look pretty similar? I feel like you are the same as this person, except for you've actually done the healing. So this is basically how I'm telling you, maybe at some point you were manipulative. Maybe at some point you dealt with someone just like this. But I feel like you already have like notes on what this person's doing. Like, nice try, but I recognize the love bombing because I used to do it. Nice try. I know that you're, apologizing just because you want to get something. And I too have apologized in the past just to get something I wanted. Like, haha, nice try, but I see through whatever you're trying to do. Or, oh my, we have people stacked on top of each other in a trench coat. I wonder what's going on. They're not very effective. They might be slightly delusional in terms of how easy it would be for them to manipulate you, either because they overestimate their own intelligence or underestimate you. That would be kind of funny. What else do we have? Yes, exactly. Hello, Bhakti. How are you doing? We've got the King of Swords, the Three of Cups, and the Knight of Wands in the reverse. This just keeps coming through because they are thirsty. The Knight of Wands in the reverse, this is like that player energy or that please, oh please, could we just get naked energy. So they're going to try to find a time to connect with you. They want to see you in person. They feel like they'd be more successful communicating with you face to face. But they're underestimating your powers of perception. They think they're smarter than you. Good. I wish I could just like watch this. Like let's watch this person get rejected. We have the Hierophant and the Moon in the reverse. They're going to come back around and tell you that they love you. So it's an apology, and I miss you, and I think I love you. I've compared other people to you. Nobody will do me the way that you did. That's what they're really thinking. They miss the naked time. They're not actually serious about the emotional side because they haven't figured that part of themselves out yet. They don't have that upgrade in their software yet. They're still thinking about physical intimacy and puzzled by emotional intimacy. So the work that they tell you that they have actually done, nope, they have not. They are still pretty clueless and incapable when it comes to a like mature emotional connection or relationship. So like why would you want to deal with that? Ooh, yes, let's use the new one. This is the newest Oracle deck. It is called Dead Inside. And some of you may already know that I really like skeletons. Hey Bhakti, I'm doing the general reading now, but if you'd like me to add you to the personal reading question list, I will do that in about 10 minutes. You just got to add your question to a super chat. I think you're right about that, Matt. Have I said hello to Jamaica? What's up? Hello, Steven. What else do we have? It wasn't closure. Open ending, unanswered, emotional hangover. This is why they're coming back around. They feel like maybe, just maybe, they can still find some emotion within you that enables them to access you. They are faking confidence again. This is someone who's pretending that they've actually figured out their ish, and they really haven't. This person's insecurities lead them to treat other people poorly, and that's why they're manipulative. Because if I told you what I really think about myself or what my real goals are with you, then I wouldn't get what I want. So, authenticity is something this person doesn't really get. They don't have that. Still waiting on a sign, doubt, impatience, and divine silence. This is someone who did not say what was going on as things were kind of imploding in your relationship. They would rather have some sort of like doubt or confusion in their relationships than actually be honest about what's going on or what caused the issues. Exactly. What else do we have? We have it's too much, overstimulation, panic, and mental overload. This is a big part of why this person tends to ghost people or not really deal with the emotional conversations that they need to have. Because from a young age, this person has not been taught the tools or has not embraced the use of tools to deal with being overstimulated or frustrated. They just run away. So maybe you'd had arguments in the past and you tried to talk things through and they would just run. They would just pew, out, gone, distracted. I don't want to deal with this. They get overwhelmed. They also tend to be a bit of an escape artist. They like to make jokes instead of deal with the actual problems, or they like to pretend that everything is fine because I feel like when they were growing up, they had a home life where they had to hide their emotions or like minimize those frustrations. Blaming the moon again, emotional projection, and lunar excuse. I think this person likes to project. I think they like to blame other people. So even though they might have a tendency to start fights that don't need to happen, they would call you overly emotional, or they would say you're extremely negative when they're the one who's looking at things negatively and they don't need to. The self reflection is lacking with this one. Let's get a view from the Love Oracle. What else do we have? Thank you, Rachel. What else? Cloudy judgment, illusions, unbalanced, distorted. They like to keep these illusions around because it means they don't actually have to work on themselves, but they've been craving your energy or, craving you. They want you to feel like make them feel good. They want to enjoy your company, but I don't think they have that emotional side figured out. So if they could just get, what was that game called? 7 Minutes in Heaven? They could just get a little bit of time with no clothes, then that would be real fun for them. The issue here is they've been suppressing how they feel about you for a long time. They've tried to find your energy in other people. They can't. And they have absolutely been missing being able to be intimate with you. Another card that says craving. Chemistry, attraction, spark, passion. Broken, shattered, heartbroken, and destroyed. They regret what they did, but they also don't know any other way to deal with relationships. So they want to find another access point. They want to apologize, not because they've actually learned something or because they feel bad. It's because they miss you. Let's see what else we've got. This is the truth is. What else do we have? Distance, physical or emotional distance is hurting the connection. They allowed there to be this emotional distance between the two of you. I do feel like you were trying to have conversations about what was going on in your relationship, and this person was just like, la, 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 I don't see anything. What are you talking about? They would run away or they would blame you, refusing to accept the reality of this connection. This is because from a young age, this person, this ex of yours, they've had trust issues. And a lot of that goes back to their relationship with a parent and has likely impacted every relationship they've been in. They have this tendency to distrust and then run away, but they can't stop thinking about you. Even though you two were on different pages, and I do feel like a lot of that has to do with the fact that you're self-aware and they're not so much. They're hoping that you'll forget what happened in the past, especially if they apologize. But what they want is a situationship. They want the physical intimacy. They're going to tell you they want more because they know you would not be interested. What they don't seem to be realizing is you're not interested in any of it. All right, this is the Overthinker's Oracle. What else do we have, please? Hello, Nayla. How are you doing today? What else do we have with this one? I'm addicted to your energy. They can't stop thinking about you, and they have compared a lot of people to you. They want you to think that that toxic energy they brought to your relationship in the past, that they're not going to do that anymore. They've turned over a new leaf. They're a whole new person. They've talked about this in therapy, and they figured it out. But they also feel deep in their soul that if you two reconnect, that there's a good chance you would just ghost them, that you wouldn't take them seriously. They've been watching, maybe from a catfish account, or maybe just because you have mutual friends, trying to find a good time to come back into your life, and they refuse to let you be the one who got away. Again, they compare other people to you, or have been, and they feel like they got tricked out of the relationship that the two of you should be having. I stay awake all night thinking about you. I'm afraid I will never love anyone else the way that I love you. I'm not convinced this person really knows how to love, to be honest. They feel lost without you. I know who you are to me. I know we are supposed to be together. Sorry, you're a little bit nicer than I am, Rachel. I have so many regrets. Hashtag regrets. They wish that they had done better by the connection with you. And again, they keep comparing other people to you. These karmics are 2s and 3s, and you're the one. This could be someone who's trying to do a spell on you, or they think that you put a spell on them. But one thing that really stands out in this reading is they can't stop thinking about what it was like to be with you physically. I know I owe you an apology. Oh, it's okay, Shayla. You can rewind. Thank you, Lemonade. I love when you say that. I'm desperate for another chance. And they're hoping that they can convince you that they have done the healing that they need to in order to get another chance. But I am telling telling you, this person is not ready for the emotional intimacy. They just want to have another really hot night with you. Or, like maybe a weekend, maybe we could go on a trip. Nope. Just say no. This person hasn't figured out their yet, okay? It's going to be a repeat. All right, let's dive into the personal question for ADHD, and I think we shall we'll go with the Egyptian tarot. I wish so too, Rachel. So, what insight does ADHD need regarding the person they're in a relationship with, who they are, and where the two of them are going? Emperor in the reverse, Strength, Page of Cups in the reverse. I feel like this is the person you're dealing with, and for your energy, I've got the Eight of Pentacles, the Nine of Wands in the reverse, and the Queen of Swords in the reverse. So for your energy, I see that you have been working on, or that you are more capable of being emotionally vulnerable than you have been in the past. I do feel like there was this like wall that you would put up, and you might have been a little bit quick to assume that somebody was like distrustworthy or untrustworthy, or they're not, working with the best of intentions. So I feel like you've softened. I feel like you found a way to be more vulnerable or open to trusting people and loving them. So that could have been like that self-sabotage that you mentioned earlier. The person that you are dealing with is coming through as the Emperor in the reverse. This is someone who's trying to take a little bit more like ownership over the reins, right? I'm not going to put everything out as like, this happened because you did it. There's ownership, and I know what I can do to control the controllables. And with the Page of Cups in the reverse, I do feel like there is someone this person needs to forgive from their past. And that is something that they are working on, but I don't know that it is complete at this time. This is likely a family member that instilled some kind of questionable beliefs regarding love and long-term relationships. But we have this like renewal of hope or desire to invest and like protect against the negative thoughts for this person that you're dealing with. Five of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles, Eight of Swords. It's not as easy to forgive and forget or let go of this energy as perhaps your person was hoping it would be. I do feel like there is fear of abandonment here. And with this Eight of Swords, there's like waves, right? I feel like I've dealt with it. I feel like I've let go of that negative energy, but then something comes creeping back in. So we could have some insecurity with your partner. There's a question mark in terms of how much should I invest in this relationship, and potentially some codependency issues here. But with the Six of Wands, I do feel like your person is, it's like, I really want to be successful in this. The intentions are, I got to do whatever it takes because I want to be with this person. And on your side, we have Justice, Three of Cups in the reverse, Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. I feel on your side that you may be tempted by someone else. You might not have met this person yet, but it may be like, man, if I were with that person, would things be easier? There could be some issues with regards to just like being able to count on your partner. So we have the Ace of Swords in the reverse, the Hanged Man, and the Six of Swords. but I feel like you're able to address this temptation. I feel like you entertain the thought for a little bit. And then you're like, no, I don't know, man. I feel like what I really need to do is learn from this situation. And if there's a way to fix this, then I want to fix it. Hello, Ivan. How are you doing? I know you're not talking to me. Because no, I don't want to go on a date with you. Well, thank you. And you're welcome, Carrie. We've got the stars in the reverse, Four of Pentacles, and the Four of Cups. The thing is, at a certain point, I see you hitting a wall because it's like when a CD is scratched and it gets stuck on something. Your partner makes a lot of progress, but then gets stuck. It's like I'm in the process of forgiving and letting go of this thing, but I don't know if I can. And that could be, because I don't feel like this has happened yet, that could be when this temptation with somebody else comes in. Or it gets like it reaches a fever pitch. And you start to question, do I need to pull back? Do I need to reconsider this relationship and be honest with myself that they need to heal before they can be in a relationship? So there's a decision point approaching you, or perhaps you've reached it. Trying to figure out, is it worth it to continue to invest? It is for now. I do feel like this decision point gets to be a little bit trying for you. And I feel like over the next 4 weeks, there might be some additional anxiety or some frustration. And that's where you get to this point where you're like, I don't know, man, what am I supposed to do? Because things might be moving forward a little bit more for you than for your partner because they're getting stuck on this same spot, this thing that they have to do to forgive someone or let go of a past situation. And I don't feel like it's fair for you to have to deal with the baggage of somebody else and what they did to your partner. So with this Magician, it's like, the fruit is ripe, but at some point it spoils. And if your partner is not going to strike while the iron is hot, then the relationship might lose its grounding. So we have the Eight of Wands in the reverse. This is saying don't do anything yet. Allow for things to progress. But I do feel like within the next month, there's going to be this decision point. And if your partner is not able to move beyond, then the advice is to move on by yourself. Because they have to push past that particular point if the relationship is going to be successful, or if they're going to be able to actually be emotionally vulnerable and like open to you. And on your side, it's important to be honest and communicative. Remember the value that you bring to a connection, but you don't deserve to be stuck like spinning your wheels on the same problem. Hello, Ty. How are you doing? All right, y'all. I'm going to leave it there. There's a decent chance I'll come back yet again for one more reading today. So keep your eyes peeled. Otherwise, thank you for the likes. Thank you for the subscribes. Thank you for hyping if you're able to. And I will see you on the next reading.